Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I am back this week with another decorating video. I have already shown you guys my empty house tour and also my newly decorated master bedroom tour. That's what you see behind me. If you've missed either of those videos, I will have them linked down below. So today I'm going to be showing you my office. If you guys do enjoy it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing how the other rooms of my house come together, then be sure that you're subscribed to my channel. There is a red subscribe button somewhere down there, and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and I will show you my new office tour. Okay, so this is what the room looked like before, and this is what it looks like now all decorated. So I'll take you through step by step how I put everything together. First element in the room is the desk. This is a vintage style desk from Overstock, and I do think it's a little too small scale for the room, but I made it work. So the desk has one drawer, and inside of it I have my most used office supplies in an acrylic drawer, which is from Ikea. Then I put in a rug just to help the room feel more comfortable and homey. This is an 8x8 foot rug, and it was less than $100 from Overstock. You could see a theme here. Most things in the room are from Overstock. I really love the pattern on this rug. It has that vintage vibe, which I'm going for. Next, I put up some white linen curtains. They were too short for the wall, so I decided to add some additional fabric to the bottom as a super easy DIY. So this is the first DIY in the room. So I'll just show you how I did this. I found this pretty shabby chic looking trim from the fabric store, and I cut it into strips to match the width of the curtains. And I used fray check on all of the edges just so they'll stay secure and they're not going to fray. And I used fabric glue to adhere the strips together. I put 3 strips together and then I glue them onto the bottom of the curtain. I let it dry and that's it. But I did make a big mistake, and I washed these curtains before hanging them back up, and they ended up shrinking about 5 inches. So now they're just as short as they were before. So I'm gonna have to go back and add some more fabric onto them eventually so they hit the floor. Then above the desk, I hung an acrylic chandelier. I didn't really need the additional light, so this is just for decorative purposes. I've had this for years. It was in my old bedroom, if you remember, and I don't even know where I got it from, but you could find similar ones online or at craft stores. So on either side of the desk, I put these 2 lamps, but they were a little too boring for me, so I decided to jazz them up with some lace as another little DIY in this room. So all I did is I got this lace trim, I wrapped it around the lampshades, and I adhered it on with fabric glue, and that's it. Now they just look a little prettier and more shabby chic, and the white lace I think looks really nice when it's illuminated. So now for my desk setup, I kept things really simple and minimal. So the items I have on here are my little notepad. I'm now doing a new style of planning, so I'll be doing a video on that soon. This is an Apple keyboard, which to be honest, I mostly got for the color. And this is a DIY mouse pad, which I made just using marble contact paper stuck onto a regular mouse pad. And this glass console is from Amazon, and I love it because it helps maximize the space on my desk, and it has USB plugs on it. So my laptop below is a MacBook Pro, and it's hooked up to an external monitor. This is a 27-inch monitor, and I did a fun little DIY project with this, which I'm obsessed with. So what I did to this monitor is I got these LED light strips, I'll link to them below, and I attached them to the back of the monitor using mounting tape. They come with an adhesive backing on them, but I found it didn't stick very well, so this mounting tape just makes it more secure. All you do is just line them along the corners and snip off the excess, and it's controlled by a remote. And what I love about this is it doesn't just look cool visually, it actually does have a functional purpose. There's something called light therapy. So basically you put the blue light on and it will help you feel more alert and awake, and can even help improve your mood. And then when you want to wind down at the end of the night, what I do is I dim the screen and I turn on the red light, and that red light helps trigger melatonin production, which is the hormone that helps you sleep. For my office chair, I'm using this tufted light gray chair. This came in a set of 2, and if you saw my bedroom tour, you'll know that the other one I'm using as my vanity chair in my room. So this looks pretty, but it's also really comfortable as an office chair because it's padded on the back and on the seat. So moving to the right side of the room, the first thing I put here is this faux fireplace, which is also a heater. So you could just turn it on to look pretty as a faux fire, or it even works as a heater. So I have this on at night when I'm editing late at night and it's cold. So above this, I put a large canvas picture of some white flowers. This is just from Ikea. I thought it went well with the color scheme, which is pretty white in here. So on top of the fireplace, I put these pretty silver candle votives, which are from Bath & Body Works, and 2 new spring scented candles. The one I'm really liking right now is called Orchard Peach. I also put here this gorgeous mirror jewelry box. I found this on sale at Pier 1 and I decided to use this to house my keys and wallet and a few other purse items. So this is a functional little box and it also looks pretty. So now moving on to the other side of the room, I have my printer and then I have this white dresser, which is from Ikea, and I decided to use a dresser instead of office drawers just because I thought it looked prettier in the space, and it also gives me so much storage for all of my filming equipment and craft supplies. Now above these drawers, I repurposed the mirrors windows that you may remember from my old apartment. I really like them, but the gray wood did not look good in this room, so I decided to do another little easy DIY and just paint them white. Super easy to do. All I had to do was just tape off where I didn't want to paint, and then I put on 2 coats of white latex paint, let it dry overnight, and then I hung them back up, and I think they look much better white now and they go a lot better in the room. Now on top of the dresser, I put this beaded table runner, which I found on sale at Pier 1. I think it's so pretty. And then on top of that, I put this white platter with an orchid plant. This just gives a little pop of color to the room and a little freshness. So this is the final room put together. I really love the way it turned out. As you can tell, I wanted it mostly white and really girly and feminine looking. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I hope you guys liked it too. Alright guys, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my new office. I personally love the way that it came together. It is totally my style and it was done on a budget, so gotta love that. So anyway, thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. So here is the new office. What do you think?
Wow, I'm impressed. This looks beautiful. You did a really good job in here.
Thanks. Babe!
Whoa!
Please don't fart in my new office.
Are you serious? That was totally the hardwood floor.
Honey, does the floor need some Vino?
Maybe.